from 3, bro. And he's shooting like over 7 threes a game. And he's averaging almost 50%. So, and he's 29 years old. So, like, it doesn't make sense, but I think it makes just about as much sense as Beal, but neither makes sense.
Here's my deal. He's going to play the same position as Booker.
It'd be more the
same as the Beal issue.
Except that's he's younger, less injury prone.
He's way younger and way less injury prone.
And is a better 3-point shooter. And, I mean, there's legs there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for you. That's what I'm saying.
You know?
Like,
what do you think?
If that news came out that we got LaVine over Butler, I'd be real happy about that.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, because you just explained it all. Younger, 29. He can attack the rim. So
he's not a winner like Butler. He's not a defender like Butler.
Sure, you can go that way, but I'm just thinking, I'm just saying if
they don't call him playoff LaVine.
Either way, we're getting rid of Beal. So that's all I'm really, concerned with.
I mean,
either way, Beal's got to go to make the deal happen. So,
and here's why Beal might be interested. He loved playing for Billy Donovan at Florida, and that's their coach, and that's a real connection that you can't.
I mean, fair enough.
Underestimate.
Ship him. So I'm just ready to see what happens. I was reading in the forums, and my buddy who's a Suns fan at church, we were talking about today, and he was saying basically what's happening right now is it's this big elaborate 5-team trade. That's the rumor out there, multiple team trade, and that literally the entire trade market is on hold until this goes through. Almost like there's a freeze on trades around the league until this actually gets finalized and goes through. So it's like, said, it's not a matter of if, it's a when type of issue right now. So like,
wow,
it's gonna happen apparently. We'll see.
What, the Butler?
Yes, the trade.
Don't act like the Butler trade's gonna guaranteed happen for us. You think it is?
I don't know. I mean, I
think teams are just waiting to see what happens.
Who knows? But it makes for an entertaining time. Jimmy Butler, of course, suspended again another 2 games.
Blue Grad, we need to have a blowout win tonight, and not like the last one where we look good. This team is like 3-37, bro. Yes.
Oh, I know what this team is. We played them not too long ago, and we let them hang.
Why do we do this to ourselves, bro?
Because this team better in the regular season, bro. They don't care, and that's my thing. And that's what kills me, because you can't flip that switch at the end of the year. Stop trying. Don't worry, we'll handle our business, and then we'll flip the switch in the playoffs. Okay, that's what happened last year, wasn't it?
Asahi said they had a game today and won. That's always nice. It'll give you a great weekend feel.
We go. Tuck your jersey in, Booker. There's my beautiful Nicholas Richards, the third.
Looking good in the PHX jersey, baby.
He does look good in that black jersey. It's been a minute since we've had these on too. Maybe we get a big dub because we got them on.
Maybe. Tyus, guarded by Koulibaly, I believe his name is. We'll figure that out later. Hand off to Book. And we've got
here we go.
Foul immediately on Nicholas Richards. A screen foul.
They hate us.
Guys, help us out. We got 89 watching. Please hit that like button for us on this beautiful Saturday night.
I totally forgot, Vision, that's on, so don't ruin it for me. I'm going to watch it later.
Kuzma, rocker step, backing down Durant. Screen. The stream is nice and choppy as Kuzma hits a hook shot over Durant. Durant pick and roll with my guy Richards. Pick and roll again. Kicks it over to Ryan Dunn. Dunn to the rack. A little shove off. But I love that he's even willing to do it. And what an offensive board for Richards. Out to Book for the brick. But the stolen rebound from Dunn. And Tyus for three. No good. But the long rebound for Durant. Pull up in the mid-range, and it's good. You give us 18 chances, we'll connect on one.
So is that what that feels like?
I guess so.
That's a good sign.
That what that feels like? Because
Kuzma trying Durant again. Cooks Durant, misses Durant with the board.
I can come into Suns geek is tired of the. I mean, you can be tired of it.
Oh no, he's not hurt. He's not hurt. Don't hold your ankle because your ankle's not hurt.
Yeah, he kind of grabbed his ankle immediately.
That's great.
Suns geek tired of what now? Of the Butler trade rumors? Yeah, I mean, we were all certainly hoping it'd be over by now, but we just got to be patient. He stepped on Bookfoot.
He turned it. He turned it. Gosh, man. Why are we always doing this to ourselves, bro?
It feels like a curse, bro.
Is there like a training class that we can put our players through, like where they can just sense when a foot's coming near their foot and they just like a cat just move it?
I don't know, man. We need. You know what we need? We need your boy JD Vance to pass a law that says stepping on ankles is not allowed, and then that will stop it. That stops everything.
Not JD.
Young players heal, man. I mean, they heal quickly. Very nimble.
What up, Golf Report?
Who is this? Who was that? Book stumbling,
What are we
bumbling, fumbling, getting bailed out. Gosh. What's up, Golf Report? Chris, I mean, I want a good win. This win is a absolute 100% must win. You just blow the team up if they lose. This is you blow it up. And I don't think we're going to lose.
So we take that out already?
Probably. I'd be surprised if we see him again. We'll see.
That thing is going to get sore.
Carrington is.
He's going straight. He's going straight back, bro. His night is over.
Dag nabbit. Royce comes in though. That's a great replacement. No, not Royce. Who's in? Beal, baby Beal. I forgot he's even on the team still. Baby Beal in the game. Booker with the rebound off the long air ball.
Beal playing might not be the.
Beal mid-range loses the mid-range. It looked good. Koulibaly over to your boy Sar. No good. Beal board.
Now,
Beal be selfish. Beal be selfish.
Why is he my boy?
Who?
Alex Sar.
I'm just gaslighting. Beal into the mid-range, kicks it out to Book in the corner for three. That's short, I can tell. All right. Good hand in the face defense. Kuzma to the rack. Euros past Durant, and they're going to say Durant fouled him on the way to the rim. Durant, you've never looked...
No, I already won second place, but it's still a good payout.
You really are looking for payouts anywhere.
Bro, I am, bro. I'm telling you, they didn't pay
Is
me.
Diego in the house?
Nah, I don't trust Diego or Burner. Oh, speaking of which, Diego did send me a super chat.
Diego, we need some sus super chats, but high dollar sus super chats. Not super chats, sorry. Venmo.
Nigga Diego, bro.
You go straight to
$1 super chat, and it was a personalized message that says, Sundo, Dr. Umar doesn't approve playing in snow. That's wild, dude. That is absolutely diabolical.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I don't care what Dr.
All
Umar
right.
thinks.
You don't care what Dr. Umar thinks. I find
You're
that
right,
suspicious. Come on now.
You're right. I should. I voted for Kamala.
We need to get Dr. Umar on the channel. He would have a field
No,
day with
Kamala.
the coonery.
Kamala. Sorry, let me say it right.
There you go.
Kamala.
Kamala. Yeah, I heard she's running in 28.
No.
I heard her and Doug Emhoff are having a...
No.
They might be getting divorced. And I heard Kamala's running again. And she's... there was some blame thrown on Dougie, apparently.
All right. Enough of the politics. That sounds stupid. Moving on.
I love Doug Emhoff. I got a Doug Emhoff tattoo on my glute.
S tier.
Truly. The gorilla is S tier. B says, chat, how we looking? This is one of those games where you look at the score and you're like, wow, so nobody can hit a bucket apparently. I mean, did we hit a 3 or did we hit a free throw? We hit a 3. Launches it up the court to Durant in the corner. Hand in the face 3 is good. Koulibaly, nice job on defense, but not good enough. That was a great shot. Oh, boy. What do you have to say about our guy, Nick?
It's not the best game I've seen him play.
I mean, the rebounds are great. The rebounds are great. We got to find better ways to get him the ball. You know what I mean? Like, I also feel like that first game with Nick Richards, he did so good that other teams are defending him. Like, when they do a pick and roll with Nick Richards, I have not one time since that game seen the defense not stick with him. Like with Nurk, a lot of times it's so Nurk comes and sets a screen for Book. Book rolls. A lot of times they leave Nurk and both go stop and trap Book. But they're not doing that with Nick Richards. And so he's not getting those looks that he needs. And he does need open looks, doesn't he? I don't know. You could tell us what you're looking at. What's going on? What do you got going on that's clearly better than this game?
My wife just sent me pictures of her.
You're like, uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, huh?
Sorry, my wife and my daughter are at some musical or something. Send me pictures.
Nick Richards!
Yes, that's so much fun. What about Nick Richards? He's not having the best game he's had.
I'm just saying he can't score. He needs open looks. And they're not giving him open looks. They're not.
I mean, that's smart. They know they know he can't shoot.
Doesn't that usually equate to them leaving him open then? If they know he can't shoot?
Nah, he keeps going. Yeah, but he's been blocked twice on dunks. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
By Alex Sarr of all people.
I don't know.
So, it's just like he's just not having his best game, but he's rebounding well, and it's whatever. He also looks a little bit tired. I don't know if you noticed that. He looks gassed for some reason.
Does he? I didn't feel like
after that first block, he looked like after that block right there before they called timeout, he looked gassed. He's just like, his body language was like, ugh. Thank God for the timeout.
He probably
Ivan says we need Jay Crowder. Maybe.
They still want Jake Rowder. Insane.
Sundo, would you trade? Yes, I would trade 2 firsts for Cam Johnson.
I'd trade all question. 3.
That's an easy question. Make it happen.
That'd be nice. You know,
I didn't even think about that. I forgot, but we can't take on his money. We'd have to send Beal, and he's not going to go to Brooklyn. You know, Richards with another rebound. At least you can say he's been a rebounding machine.
I know what I'm saying.
Bro.
He's been rebounding today, so that's fine. This dude can't get a bucket.
Good pass to Richards. Good pass out to Tyus. See, that's my dream, is that the two of those develop a two-man game where I want Tyus pick and rolling with Richards, but Bud is not going to allow that to happen. He'd rather die a painful death than let Tyus run pick and rolls. Into the paint, good defense from Richards, but somehow he got that up over his head. Bub Carrington, your guy.
Bub Carrington, we talked about him. He's a good baller. He's a good baller.
I know,
but a good baller.
That was tough, just like that was tough from Durant. 163 watching, fellas. Help us out and hit that like button, will you? All right, we're up 20-12. Let's rejoice.
Joyce.
All right.
Let everything that break.
The adjustment is really not easy. You think about it.
Meatloaf said he went to Taco Bell for dinner. That's why Richards is out there looking like that. Okay.
Hey, bro, Taco Bell really be making you feel like that, depending on what you get.
Man,
here's the deal. I love Taco Bell. I can't lie to you, bro. I really do love Taco Bell. I really do. But there's just certain things I can't get from Taco Bell, or it's gonna be game over for me. So you got to keep that menu to a limited menu. Okay, that new cantina menu, great. Get something off of that. It doesn't kill you as much. But you going for that 5-layer burrito? Just call it quits, bro. Call it quits, my guy. Just call it quits, my guy.
All I'm saying is, if you lived in Texas or Arizona, you would never eat Taco Bell.
I absolutely agree. And I would get Taco Bell if it wasn't just right there. It's also, I live in a small town. I think it's a small town thing, not you live in Texas. I think it's a small town thing.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure some podunk town in Texas may not have a fine Mexican establishment. Maybe they do. I don't know. But they probably don't have a fine Mexican
it's just like the hole in the walls are even amazing. The taco trucks are amazing. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't want to go back to.
Everywhere in Texas.
Yeah, well, Texas used to be Mexico.
I was where you
so
were in Austin. Yeah, I would totally not eat a Taco Bell. It's just way better things to get. But I live in the middle of nowhere. We do have a good little Mexican restaurant here called
Beal. Juicy 3. Did you see that?
From Beal's.
Sexy, one-legged, high-arcing. Your boy Valanciunas in the game.
Trade for him.
Right now, Kispert no good. I know you'd love to get your filthy hands on Kispert.
Nah, I just want Valanciunas. Look at my beautiful.
Book could have pulled that, but he gives it to Goose and Allen.
Look at my beautiful.
Goosen.
Look. Tell me, look at Valanciunas, and you can't tell me you want that beautiful beard man on this team.
If it was him or Plum Dog, all day, every day.
Because Plum don't got a full beard like that.
True. 26-12. This is what the Suns should be doing, and I'd like to tip the cap.
This is what the Suns should have been doing this entire freaking East Coast schedule. But go ahead.
Bradley Beal. Playing well. Ready to shoot the tree ball.
That's solid.
They got all the Arizona mascots out there.
Okay.
You know,
Lefty solid.
Very, very,
solid.
I mean, not upset. Her boyfriend looked like Mitch Trubisky, though.
Her boyfriend looked like he was like, let me record this.
Mm-hmm. Juz Neat says Baby Boy Beal. He really is Baby Boy Beal today. What's Nick got for rebounds? Dang it, they pulled him out. They put in Plum Dog.
Roy tells you to check Discord.
Appreciate you, Roy. I bet you he's finally got the fit on correct. Here it is. Wow. Now, here's the thing, Roy. I don't see a fanny pack.
Yep. Yep, that's one thing.
However, very well done, and I feel like you should be walking around like that 24/7. That should be your new style.
Oh, this one right here, that's fire, bro.
That should be his new drip. His drip every day. Okay,
that one.
But you gotta get the fanny pack. Beal working on Kispert. Kicks it to Book to the rack, stops, pops, high arcing, one-handed floater is good. Beautiful. Truly.
Look at my Valanciunas. Passing the ball. Not at his feet. Bully ball on Plumlee, please.
Mirage, if you, anybody that wants in the Discord, DM me on Twitter.
He says he is wearing a fanny pack. I don't see it. It's black. That's why.
Okay. It was okay. So that's why I thought you were just putting your hands there. Like hypothetically, here's where a fanny pack would go. I thought that's what that was. Didn't you? If you guys want in the Discord, hit me up on either Discord. It's Vaughn 0303.
Booker took an elbow to the face. Ooh. Hey, bro, I know that's a
or Twitter. Hit me up. DM.
But back in my day when we was in high school, if you did that and you got elbowed in the face, that was your fault. You got too close, bro.
Yeah. I mean, so
yeah,
man,
I agree with that. They were not going to give you that call. Goose to the rack, triple teamed, kicks it out to Royce, back to Goose. Let Goose run the offense. Goose, lefty! My guy Goose.
Yes, your guy Goose.
My guy Roy Maivia. Is this his final form? Do you think, or do you think we're gonna get a Hollywood Roy Maivia?
No, we gotta get him the Versace vest. That's the next step.
So what do you think, man? 35-24, end of the first.
It'd be cool if it was 35, not 24.
Okay. I would give the Suns a B+ in that quarter.
Or we'll give them a B+.
Well, don't just glom onto my answer. What would you give them?
No, sure, we'll give them a B+B, something like that. The way they ended
the quarter,
the way they ended the quarter wasn't satisfactory to me. There was just a lot of bad,
and that's why I won't even give them an A-.
There was some bad.
You know, can't send me a Twitter DM. Let me see if my tweet.
Okay,
if my Twitter.
I'm coming around. Okay, I'm coming around.
On what?
On S tier.
Oh, okay. I mean, you know.
Beal and 2 firsts for DeJounte Murray, who says no. No one says no, but that's never happening.
I mean, you should be able to DM me on Twitter, because I get DMs sometimes from super random people. You should have seen her sing the national anthem, bro. It was a B+ national anthem. She didn't try to do too much, but it was crispy. Yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, did they find like a lookalike, or is that really her? Because ain't no way she can sing like that.
This music to play right now reminds me of the early 2010s, whenever like club music was making a comeback, when Usher was making like Love in This Club and Maybe Tonight, and then freaking Party Rock. What were those dudes' names? LMFAO was coming out. Bro.
Party Next Door.
PND.
Seen this time and time again. Oh, it's a 24-point lead last week. Yes. And so again, this team's not going to stop playing hard.
All right.
There, you know.
Is that Carrington? Kicks it over to Kispert. Screen from Jonas. They kick it to Jonas for the pick and pock. Kispert pulls, no good. Derek Chauvin with the rebound.
Had 14 points as part of that.
Yeah, East Metro just DM'd me, and he's a little peon.
How did DM you?
On Twitter. He's a little pissant. I forgot we were going to call him pissant.
Have managed to do so.
Metro, you've been getting away with one. Book to the rack, over to Chauvin. Chauvin shuffles his feet, luckily doesn't travel. Looking for Goose. Goose to the rack, over to Book. Did it get blocked? I don't know. Kuzma off to the races, left-handed. Oh my gosh, I thought Goose was going to chase it down and beat the brakes off of that layup, but
Kuzma has,
no.
15, 16 points?
Easy breezy, okay? Book, left-handed pass to Royce. That was ugly. Tyus finally touching the ball. Going to get a pick and roll, but it's going to be from Derek Chauvin, so it doesn't matter. One-armed pass to Royce. Bro, you can't discount how great of a pass that is. Like, that's Royce needs to hit that, you know? Carrington to Kuzma. Pick and roll with Valenchu Daddy. Turnaround fadeaway looking like the dream Hakeem. No good. Thank God for Kuzma. Royce brings it up and kicks it to Tyus. Handoff to Goose. Kispert guarding him. Kicks it to Book at the logo. A little behind the back.
Sleepy. I'm tired of this game, bro.
Kicks it to Royce in the corner. No good.
Literally 3 straight threes missed. Just go get a bucket. Now you're gonna let them come back.
Carrington, no good for
Lucky
Bub.
they're missing, bro. Gosh.
Book goes downhill, stops, pops. Bricks. Valanciunas is on the ground, and he does look a little bit dazed. Nice behind the back for whatever this dude's name is. Jonas still hasn't gotten up the court yet. There he is. He must have got hit in the face, they're saying. Start and stop, stop and start. No good. Plumlee board. Kicks it up to Tyus. All right, get it to Royce. Let's get another three. A corner three from Royce. No good. Get him out of the game. I trust Bull more at this. Get back to Jonas. Slap it. That was a good pass, though. I mean,
that was a great pass.
He's not selfish. He's not getting tunnel vision. He's picking good shots only. Oh, that would have been so nice if he could hit that. That's tough. A left-handed full speed layup, that's not easy for a big. Kispert, Euro floater, and they have caught up, basically. What's up, DJ? Let me see if I got any more Vips, man. Book pulls, hits.
Good hit, Book. Curious to what your thoughts on Bol. I wish he came off the bench as well, but they refuse to play him. It's kind of
coaches
crazy.
hate him. Coaches just do not like him at all, and all the Vips are spent out right now, man. As soon as we get one, though. If anybody doesn't need their VIP, let me know in playback. Please no.
Yeah, we're just getting pushed around, getting bullied by your boy Jonas.
Some big boys down there.
Now, Gabe, how much so what else have you been watching wrestling-wise on YouTube? You need to tell the people how you've just been binge watching wrestling videos on YouTube.
So, you know that comedian that interviews wrestlers? I can't think of his name. Dark hair, white dude. I watched his whole interview. He just had Kurt Angle on.
Chris Van Vliet?
Yeah, Van Vliet or something. Yeah. So I was watching. I don't know. When I went back to watching wrestling highlights, because it's just so entertaining. Whenever I'll be on the treadmill. I'll be playing basketball, listening to shit about Stone Cold. Right? It's just fun. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like Kurt Angle so much.
Dude, Kurt Angle's a good, solid, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, when you hear those stories about like just back in the day, you're just like, man, I can't believe like when Kurt was talking about why he was on painkillers, like it makes sense. And like that's when people say, "Oh, wrestling's fake." It's like, yeah, we get that it's fake, but these dudes really do like hurt themselves consistently.
Yeah.
Like,
and you can see it in certain moves where you just go, "Okay, that right there." Like, once you accept that it's just for the kids and it's a soap opera.
Not even just for the kids. Yeah,
it's just a funny soap opera. It's a funny soap opera. Right. Now, One
fight.
thing I just wish if I could have went back and fixed for them or like been a bug in Vince's ear is I'd have been like, you gotta get these guys to compact their promos because a lot of it, even the best on the mic, The Rock, Stone Cold, all of them, they're saying 1,000 words where 10 words could be said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's because Vince would explain to them what the promo was and then say, okay, go back out there and repeat it. And it was like not crisp. Other than that,
right.
Oh
yeah, we're calling him Peak Angle for sure vision. That's the new thing. Peak
and
Angle.
I feel bad that he doesn't like the Perk Angle nickname.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
hurts
sense.
his
Feelings. It's not that it hurts his feelings. He's just like, hey, bro, that was a hard time. I was addicted. I don't like it. It's fair enough. We'll call him Peak Angle because those matches were peak. Like, he was the best wrestler in the world at that point when he was wrestling like that.
It's crazy to think since that time with those numbers.
What's the PLE? Roy was saying.
Are you watching? No, I'm not watching. And it's not a PLE. It's Saturday Night's Main Event. That's on network television. But no, I'm not watching it right now. I'm gonna watch it later. So no spoilers, please. I'm pretty sure Gabe's probably watched a few Dark Side of the Ring episodes.
I don't think I have.
On Vice. Sometimes you try to get there, but the A&E series is pretty funny too. It's not funny. It's pretty good too. Booker driving. Beal now. Jumper.
Need it, Beal.
Oh.
Go to the line at least. Like, I need Beal to just be super selfish. Not to the point where he would not give it to someone wide open, but basically, if you have the ball, Beal, go to work and just attempt whatever you want to attempt. If they double you, okay. You're on the bench, bro. You're a bench assassin. Come out here and be Ty Lue. Sorry, not Ty Lue. Sorry. Lemon Pepper Lou. You know what I'm saying? Lou Williams.
Lemon Pepper Lou.
Like I'm Lou Will. Okay?
I gotta get the Magic City Wings, Lou.
Mm-hmm. Of course, his time with Team USA also providing
Sar back to Poole. Poole to Sar. Hangs. No good. Richards rebound. What's that, his 8th or 9th?
That is still the funniest thing about the bubble.
When he went and got wings.
Yes.
At the strip club and tried to say it's because he liked the wings.
Hey, bro. Look, bro, I believe it.
I don't.
I do.
I just don't. You know, I mean, I think he should have been allowed. I think the bubble was ridiculous. I think they should have been allowed to come and go as they please.
Okay, you can't say that. Can't say that. Can't say that.
Know, but once again, I'm a Kamala guy, so it's conflicting.
37. Yeah, he's talking about the leagues that are like 37 years old and under, like semi-pro, like dudes just off the street, got to go to work the next day playing real football. Gosh, dude, I gotta
padded, right?
Work. What?
They're padded,
yeah, it's
right?
Like real,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta go to work.
Almost upon us. 37. Y'all paid y'all 150. Yeah, I know y'all paid y'all 150. Do y'all get recruited from like last season? Do they not give y'all?
Hold on, I'm gonna send this to you. Go to work. I think I sent one to you, but you ignored it.
I ignored it. I always watch the vids.
How about them Crocs? You get them Crocs?
Yes, sir.
Are you shipping them?
Yeah, Katie's got a friend who works at one of the shipping places, so she's gonna give it to her. Hey yo. Hey yo. Oh, baby. What do you want, little McChicken? Tommy says, Gabe, would you get Duchess dog Crocs? Oh, absolutely. I should get dog Crocs for these dogs. Especially little Dutch. Little Doochie is an angel. Unlike this one. You guys want to see a demon dog? Come here, demon.
Got a demon dog?
Mm-hmm. Look at this demon. You could just tell, right? Yeah, you demon dog. She's laying with an angel right now. Ooh, game's back.
Because I've already went over the big guys. They're gonna get their buckets. Durant's gonna get his buckets. Booker will get his buckets. Can we talk about Royce O'Neal being 1 of 5? Can we talk about how he's consistently not been good since he's came back? And I'm waiting for him to have a good game where he starts shooting well again. But we're definitely getting the Royce O'Neal that we did not like during last season. So far,
him and Goose have flip-flopped.
Absolutely.
Which is why I think it's so important that you keep both of them, because it doesn't seem like sometimes they meet in the middle and they're both hitting. But sometimes one is down, one is up. Sometimes one is down, one is up. And it's like, I'd rather have two so that I can figure out which one of them it is. Like right now, go with Goose. Now we need Royce to play more because Ryan is done with that ankle, right? So he's going to play because there's no Ryan Dunn. But other than that, I'd say just give all those minutes to Goose, because Goose is hitting. What is he, 2 for 5? That's not that great, but lately he's been a lot more accurate.
Lately he's definitely been hitting. No, I'm with you on that. I just kind of need Royce O'Neal to pick it back up, but I understand that he was hurt and was out for a good minute. But still, just like, Any Oso minutes? No Oso minutes.
He's going with Plumlee, man. For no damn reason.
Here's a show. Are you looking for anime-wise? Are you looking for more something on like Attack on Titan?
I'm looking for greatness. I'm just looking for greatness.
Watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and see if you like that.
I'm looking for good acting,
Alchemist Brotherhood,
and good writing.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood might be one that you might like. That one's definitely my favorite. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
That's definitely my all-time favorite show.
I watched a show.
So good, dude.
I just watched the first season of a show called Presumed Innocent. Have you seen the thing for that?
No.
It stars God, what's his name?
Ooh, Solo Leveling. Yeah, is that dubbed yet? Though Gabe would like Solo Leveling. I think he really would like Solo Leveling. That is actually down his alleyway as far as because Gabe likes playing video. Well, because so the concept of Solo Leveling is do you know what an isekai is?
No.
Okay, so isekai is like whenever you get you live in the real life and then you get imported into like a different world, and it's hard to explain. But regardless, it's almost like if you got imported into an RPG that you played yourself, like a video game world. Like let's say you were here and all of a sudden you got imported into teleported to what's the game that you play right now with Katie, that zombie game. Mm-hmm. That's what an isekai would be. Like all of a sudden you're in what's the zombie game that you guys are playing right now? I know the name of it. State of Decay. All of a sudden you were in State of Decay. Like now that's your life. That's what an isekai is. Solo Leveling is
so it's like you're playing a game and then you go into it.
Yeah, but it's not that's your life. Like you live in that world now. Like they can't get out. So anyway, so that's what an isekai is. It's kind of a concept. So Solo Leveling is an isekai, but in the sense that you don't get teleported into the world. The world gets teleported to them. Anyway, regardless of that. So Solo Leveling is actually definitely up your alleyway, but it's not dubbed yet, so you're not going to watch it. But Solo Leveling is phenomenal.
So Jake Gyllenhaal.
What about him?
I just watched this show. There's 8 episodes. There's only 1 season so far.
Oh, you're talking about that game? Kaiju number 8 is solid.
It was called Presumed Innocent. I finished it within 24 hours because it was really good. It was really good. So this dude is like in Chicago. He's a high level attorney, right? So Jake Gyllenhaal's got a black wife and black kids, half black kids, and they've been together since high school, right? But he's been and they're rich. He's been cheating on her with this girl that he works with, and then the girl gets brutally murdered, and then he's like in charge of the investigation, but it turns out it was probably him. And like he's the most like the main person being investigated, and he's got, it was good. It was good.
How did he end up being probably the one that murdered? That makes no sense.
Because he was there that night. Like she was like breaking up with him. They had a real toxic relationship, and he was there that night. Now he didn't tell anybody he was there that night. Like, got you. He was there during that
evidence, but there's some evidence there pointing that. Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying.
There, there's no DNA evidence linking him to it, except for he's got fingerprints all over the place because, he's been sleeping with her. So he's been in her house all the time.
Undertaker music right now.
About Undertaker, real quick, if you don't mind. Never really gotten into the Undertaker's character. And the American Badass, what was that? What
do you mean, what was that?
Here's what I don't understand.
Dude, the American Badass Undertaker is probably one of, in my opinion, definitely needed to happen. Because at that time, nobody was going to believe, especially in the Attitude Era, like the dead man persona was done with in that era, especially after the Ministry
I just
of Darkness
don't understand the switching it up. Like, how do you go from being like, ooh, and rolling your eyes to the back of your head to all of a sudden, I'm a badass now. I'm just a regular old.
But it worked because he tagged him with his brother. So I don't know, but it worked. People loved it, and now he gets to bring that persona out. And now, anytime he wants to, now
you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how it's just so on the nose. The name is so on the nose. It's like
Undertaker.
No, American Badass. It's like
it's because
it's so on the nose.
Well, it's just because of the song. He just did that Kid Rock song. And that's where it came from.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, they're playing Stone Cold now.
In the game?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now with these mascot stuff, but what? Are these dudes jousting?
It reminds me of.
This is so dumb.
Brock Lesnar when no one would say Brock Lesnar without saying the next big thing, Brock Lesnar.
That's a Vince McMahon thing.
I know.
That's a Vince McMahon thing.
I know, but it's like it's so on the nose. We get it. You want him to be the next big thing. But literally calling him the next big thing 10 times a conversation.
Now John Cena's coming out.
You'd have to be like, oh, well, how's it going, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar? Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. Hey, is that the next big thing, Brock? It's like, what are we doing here?
Blame Vince McMahon. That was his thing, bro. Vince McMahon, that was a Vince McMahon thing.
Sorry, Kurt Ty, you're right. This is called No, I don't know. Maybe there was another Presumed Innocent. Maybe it's a remake of that Presumed Innocent, right? With your boy Jakey Jill. So Headshot says he was more of a Goldberg era wrestling fan. So now I'm starting to learn that Goldberg was terrible to work with.
He was a terrible wrestler.
And
yeah.
I think that's probably why people are drawn to him, because his shit looked real, because it was more real, because he didn't care to not hurt people. He was still hurting people.
I mean, it wasn't that. Yeah, he was just not a good worker. He was just bad.
Right.
He was just like, he blew up too fast. He wasn't supposed to be big. He kept getting bigger and bigger. He kept getting over in WCW, so they couldn't stop it. And then he never learned to actually properly wrestle. Did you see watch the I love it because there's a video out there about William Regal. Do you know who William Regal is?
Yes.
Okay, so he's known to be like one of the best, like mechanically sound, best wrestlers
with the biggest plumbous gut you've ever seen.
But he was known to be one of the best, like hands down workers out there. Like you could put a good match together no matter what. Like he was never going to be like champion, but like as far as somebody who could make somebody look good, he was the guy. And watch his interview about talking about Brock Lesnar. You can definitely. He was like, I tried to make him look good, but.
So what they're saying,
Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg.
Okay, I was gonna say Lesnar was good.
No, Bill Goldberg, and he was like, I tried to make him look good, and just watch the TV and you'll see it.
Bro, Lesnar in his prime when he was 25 looked like they were injecting steroids straight into his traps, bro.
And he was doing he could do a shooting star press off the top rope.
Charles says, have you ever watched Dexter, Gabe? I haven't because I heard that the last 2 seasons suck, and I just
like Lost.
But that's actually not true though. The end of Lost is incredible. It's just really complex, and you have to you have to pay impeccable attention. And
it's kind of like Attack on Titan.
Yes, and the thing is, Lost came out before binging was available. You had to wait week to week. So if you missed a week, there was no, let me just go back. You know what I mean? It's a show that is meant to be binged, but it was before its time. If you binge Lost, it makes a lot more sense than if you have to wait.
Yeah, I ain't binging no Lost, so that's not gonna happen.
But Dexter, I heard, had two bad endings, and I just don't like watching shows that I feel are going to blue ball me. Like I can't in my good conscience tell people to watch Game of Thrones the way I used to be able to tell them. I used to be able to look you straight in the face and say it's the greatest thing that's ever been filmed. Oh my God!
That's Missy, bro.
Woo-hoo! He climbed him! God dang!
Nice to have him on the team right now.
Because Game of Thrones ruined itself in the 8th season. So now I have to go back to saying that Breaking Bad is the greatest thing that's ever been filmed. Because it is. The thing with Breaking Bad, though, is I didn't like it until like 5 episodes in. It's a slow burn in the beginning because they're setting up the greatest story ever told. And it's like heavy and depressing. Like you feel like you're depressed in the first 4 or 5 episodes. And then all of a sudden takes off. Vision, I need to watch The Sopranos. I'm embarrassed that I haven't watched The Sopranos. The thing is, I was a little kid when The Sopranos came out, and my dad would watch it alone, and he wouldn't let any of the kids come, be in the room because it was too graphic. Eric, no, I have not watched You. And Jeff, I'm also embarrassed I haven't seen The Wire. Same thing. My dad was watching it, and I'd try to sneak up the steps and peek and get in trouble. Yeah, Better Call Saul is amazing. A lot of good shows.
I heard Snowfall's decent.
I heard Snowfall's good. But that's why I knew I could enjoy anime, because I don't care about I'll watch anything as long as it has good writing and good acting. That's all I need.
Yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist might be one you like. So I'll give you that next anime to watch. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Gabe. Brotherhood. It's on Crunchyroll. It's probably on Hulu too at this point. I have to look. But it's old enough that it should be everywhere.
Metro, yeah, Better Call Saul is damn near perfect. I haven't finished it because I got sidetracked, but it's one of those I plan on finishing. Whoo! Vito says, if Suns win, I am rich. What was your parlay? And congrats, because we're definitely going to win this game. I mean, if we don't, I'll kick myself in the nuts. Zambuki says, huge games coming up the next 3. Absolutely. The Suns really needed this as like a tune-up game to get ready because they had 3 days off. these next 3 games are going to be tough. The Clippers play tough no matter what. The Clippers will make you pay for the type of mistakes that the Suns make. You know what I'm saying? Leaving them open for 3, not hustling, not being physical. That will bite you in the a-hole against a team like the Clippers. DC says, if all goes well, we can be in 5th place next week.
Oh my gosh, 5th place. Ooh.
That would be amazing. That'd be a good starting spot.
I was listening to you the whole time I was on the phone and watching the game, and why are we like this, bro?
We're up 12.
I know, but why are we like this? You know what I mean? Like, why are we like this as a basketball team?
Soft?
Yes. That's one way to put it.
Dull?
That's another way to put it.
We're like a knife that isn't sharp, I feel like. It's like if somebody pulled his knife out.
Jimmy Butler will sharpen the old knife.
He will sharpen the knife, bro. He will. Everything you guys claim you want out of Durant and Book from a leadership role, and that's Butler. Butler do that.
That's Butler?
Yes. Butler does all of that when he's happy and engaged, which he will be in Phoenix.
Yet, this team is not inspiring me right now. Like, we're just sort of just going through the motions and getting some dubs, and I have no confidence come playoff time, play in or not play in.
Playoffs?
I mean, we're in the play-in right now. We're in the play-in right now, are we not?
I'm not even. I don't have faith that once we start playing good teams, we're gonna we've got good teams this season coming.
I'm just trying to win a game.
We need to win a game first.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel no type of way, bro. You know, and I know we're waiting for this Jimmy Butler trade to happen.
Don't
but
say
still,
it
in the
like
meantime,
that.
bro, play better. Play better. Like, uninspiring.
It is.
Starty Hendricks, I don't know if you're a Suns fan or not. If you're just trolling, you said Suns need to break up, they trash. Absolutely, but here's the deal: our owner's not going to do that, and that's mainly the big issue right here. So, anybody who's a Suns fan could be Suns need to blow it up. They're not good. Blah 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 blah. Trade KD. You know, they may need to, but the problem is HGB is not going to do that. He is on a mission to win a championship and put a winning product on the court. By the way, you had a winning product on the court when you bought the team, FYI, but we're not going to talk about that.
That's what you do when you have a winning product. You go all in for someone like Kevin Durant who can bring home the title. And he is not the problem. Kuzma, no good. God damn it!
This is comical, man. I tell you,
Booker tried to let him get that rebound, and this man stumbled, bro.
That's like God was just like, nah, dude, let's save it for
Look
another
at Beal
day.
laughing at him like, hey, bro, what are you doing? What he needs to do is he needs to go up, miss a layup, and then get his own rebound.
It'd be too shameless. I'm glad he didn't.
God, I wouldn't. I would do it on
glad he
purpose.
didn't.
I'd throw it up and stoink it and grab the rebound, bro. That's what I would do. Give me my
Shameless.
20, bro.
Shameless.
I couldn't care any less. I couldn't
Because
care
it
any
wouldn't
less, bro.
mean anything because everybody would know.
It means something to that contract and the numbers if bro get a bonus. That's what that means.
I'm dead.
14-8 on the home floor.
Phoenix Suns win.
If I got an extra so many K in my pocket,
We don't even know if
I
that.
got 20 rebounds. I'm running to that rim. I'm dribbling. I'm stoinking that thing off the rim, and I'm grabbing my own rebound, and I'm doing it over and over and over again. Give me my rebounds, dog.
We'll probably have him for the post game, don't you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll have that for you guys here. Stay
Sundo,
tuned.
is our owner that Jerry Jones is the NBA? No. He might be. He hasn't been here long enough.
He also doesn't grandstand and try to make everything about him. He's
That's
not.
also
He's
true.
not always doing interviews
Yet.
and shit.
Yet.
Here we go, folks.
Couple of shots to the face. How's your jaw feeling?
I guess I'm a boxer.
Right now,
Oh my gosh, Booker's back to being inefficient. Booker.
Right now, it's time for the Sundo Simp
Booker back to being inefficient. Booker 0 of 8 from 3. So from here on out,
why do you sound so gleeful about that?
so from here on out, I'm back on him. Like, hey, bro, stop shooting threes, please.
What did he go?
0 of 8.
That's not inefficient. That's dog water.
Thank you. Either way, stop.
That's not.
Well,
You said inefficient. You had me thinking he was like 2 for 8
from the field.
He just had a bad game, man. Get off of his dick and nuts. He had a bad game. And we didn't have no Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn got injured. God, please bless Ryan.
I don't hear that.
Please bless Ryan.
But yes, we are trying to bless. We are praying for Ryan. Booker was also 3 of 8 for his last game from 3-2. So his 3-point heat wave that he had is going down and gone at this point. So
it was one game. I don't believe it. I don't agree.
Did I just tell you what he shot last game? 3 of 8.
That's still.
He was shooting 50% consistently for 3 straight games. So what I'm saying is that's gone away. Go back to your middies, brother. Go back to your middies. Go back to your middies, brother.
Well,
take your vitamins, brother.
Say your prayers.
Say your prayers, Booker. Take your vitamins, brother. Like, come on, bro.
And get back to the mid-range.
And get back to the thank you. Perfect. So that's a little concerning from Booker today. Richards is
Quan, don't bring up Jonathan Isaac. Don't bring up our guy, Jonathan Isaac. Okay. I like him on the basketball court, and Sundo likes his politics. Go on.
That's crazy. That is called gaslighting, my friends. No, but Nick Richards, bro. I love Nick Richards. Thank you. Shout out to him. Too bad you couldn't get 20 rebounds, but I'll take 20 points. Ryan Dunn, let's pray for him. Prayer circle for Ryan Dunn that he's okay. Only got to play 2 minutes and rolled his ankle. James Johnson says, skeptical Sundos, ladies and gentlemen. Go Suns. Like, I'm sorry that I wanted to beat a 6-37 team by 25 and not 10.
True. And we had him down. We just can't keep him down. You know. Matthew says, on to the paper clips. Hey, the paper clips, we'll focus on them in a little bit here. Let's hang on to that thought. We need to talk more Nick Richards.
I mean, okay. Nick Richards, this is one of those games that we talked about. He'll have them, and then he'll also have the game where he only gives you 4 or 5. So,
are you sure of that? Like, are you convinced of that?
And guess what? We needed all 20 of them points today, too. Convinced of what?
Are you convinced that he can't, as a starter, finally become a consistent double-double guy? Minimum baseline. Baseline,
does it.
10 and 11, 11 and 10.
Oh, yeah, we want him to have the ability. He just hasn't done it yet.
I'm saying, but like in this system, do you think that
Yes, he can. So here we go. So when he first got here, he played what against Detroit? 11 rebounds, 21 points. Against Cleveland, he got in foul trouble and didn't do so great. Against the Brooklyn Nets, he had 15 rebounds, 8 points, so he was close. So yeah, I think I think he can be consistent 10-15, 10-10 ball player. He just hasn't, like I said, he just hasn't done it yet. But he's getting close.
I wonder what he's averaging now.
Against us, let's see
on
here.
Our team.
On our team, so he's only played 3 games. Added tonight to
only
to
3,
that.
or has it been 4?
4. So 4. Today was his 4th game. So add that. He had 22, 20. So he had 21, 4, 8, 20 points. Quick math there, Gabe.
I wasn't even going to pretend to do the math. I'm so bad at averages and shit. 53
divided by 4.
Matthew says DA downfall in Portland. Did he have a bad game?
He is averaging a double-double.
What is it? Straight up 10 and 10 or something?
No, it's like 12 and give me a second. Let me give you the exact numbers here. He's averaging 13 points per game.
Remember, Bradley Beal has to want to go there. Any of these deals
he's averaging 13 and 12 is what he's averaging with your Phoenix Suns.
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's where we want him baseline, and then we want him popping off sometimes when it's a small team. Because remember how Nurk? It's funny. Somebody posted in our Discord. They posted a short that I made last year about Nurkic destroying the Nets small ball lineup because Nurk had a monster game. Like Nurk used to, when you went small against us, Nurk would actually really make you pay. But he couldn't do anything against the bigger centers. This year, I feel like even when he'd get matched up against guards, he wasn't making them pay. Nick Richards is a return to making small teams pay. Right?
Yeah. I think so. Plumlee sure isn't.
No.
That's why I want to get another.
Because Plumlee has no back to the basket game.
Big, bro. I firmly believe, and I do. Like, I understand that we have issues. We're not consistent shooting. Like, we're really like, but I firmly believe we could get us another backup big that's not Mason Plumlee, and we just had Richards in that backup big that's better. Like, I keep saying Valanciunas, but
why can't it just be Oso?
Because I just don't think Oso's ready, and Oso does get bullied quite a bit sometimes. So I think that's really the issue with Oso is
explain bullied.
So Oso gets pushed around in the paint a lot. If you watch,
you're right.
He gets pushed around. No,
I agree. I was just making sure that's what you meant by it. He gets slid around like he's on skates.
Yeah, he gets slid around. So it's not ability with Oso. I think it really just is a weight issue in him getting bullied as a 5. So I think he just needs to put some weight on and get some better technique. But I love Oso as a passer. He's a really heady player. Like, you can't take that away from him. And I think that's why they took him. He just has to put on some weight and,
And he's not like he's not like Wembanyama skinny. He's not freaky skinny. He's also
listed at he's also listed at what, 6'10"? I don't even think he's 6'10", bro.
ESPN thinks he's 7 foot.
Yeah. Take that away.
But yeah, I do believe he's a full 6'10". I definitely believe he's a full 6'10". There's a metrics on there's an NBA site that gives you the metrics where they would have measured him with no shoes. So it's somewhere. I can't remember what it's called, what the website's called. I go to it during the off season, but during the draft time for the real height and weight. Kurt says Richards averaged 21 minutes per game with the Hornets. You know what it reminds me of, Kurt? What I was hoping it would remind all of us of is the good version of Eric Bledsoe. If you're a Suns fan long enough, you remember when Eric Bledsoe came to the Suns, he was a sought-after point guard, combo guard, who was with the Clippers, but he was behind Chris Paul and other guards that were just barely edging him out. But when he came in 21 minutes of play or less, his stats were really good. So they said, hey man, if you're starting this guy, does that mean that his stats will extrapolate out to this? And we brought him over, and sure enough, his stats started extrapolating outwards exactly what they were as short minutes. So that's my hope for Richards, man. Just heavy minutes can turn him into, it's like, well, yeah, I'm out. Maybe that's why he looks so gassed to you, Sundo. Maybe he's just not used to being the starter and getting all
I have no doubt,
minutes.
but that's my point. So he's got to get there, but I have no doubt. There were times where he did look gassed, but I have no doubt that's the case. Bro going from 21 to freaking 30 plus.
Right.
Yeah, that'll do it. And so I think really the next move for the Suns is, for this team, is I know some getting out of the Beal contract, even though I don't want to get rid of Beal, but I do want to get out of that contract. I think that's the next goal. And I just really like to get a different backup big. So you think we'll get Jimmy Butler? I mean, reports are out there that it's a matter of when, not if. Reports are out there that it's going to take a multiple.
There's
team
also
trades,
reports
4 to
out
5,
there
so-
that it might not happen, man.
Yeah,
Like,
there's also reports that might not happen now. There's also reports that we're going to get Zach LaVine. So who knows at this point?
Mirage keeps saying Goga. I mean, is Goga even available, bro? He's so good now. I feel like he's moved on past that
Juan,
stage.
we already talked about it earlier about Nurkic, that his comments were very telling, especially when he used the word they have plenty of issues and chaos that they are dealing with. He said, here we go. Here we go. I'll read the quote already. He was talking about Bud. I'm not reading it again for everybody who missed it. We don't have a relationship, talking about Coach Bud. It's fine for me. Just be a pro and do the best I can. Work and stay ready for whatever it might be, but there is no chaos or bringing that to this team. They already have plenty of it.
He's such a passive-aggressive bitch.
Work and stay ready for whatever might be, but there
Passive-aggressive.
is no chaos or bringing that to this team. They already have plenty of it.
Woman talk. That's how 8th grade girls talk shit on each other. Say it with your Ukrainian chest, bitch. Actually stand up and say it. Quit taking these little snipes on the side, bro.
I mean, he just asked that personally, so it's not that big.
Take responsibility for sucking.
It's just clear Brody don't want to be there no more, right? It's clear he don't want to be there. It's clear his sons don't want him. They can't get rid of him. So,
Mirage says, what do you guys think the existing chaos is? The existing chaos is
the cast they made for themselves, for being honest. But
let's see if Bud says it.
Just curious, what are you seeing here as of late that's led to this sort of stretch of wins?
I think, defensively, I think we're finding some ways to get some stops. I think adding Nick Richards has been really good. I like the way we got on the glass tonight. I think the guys just, Book's been in a good place. Brad was great tonight. Kevin, I think we're just finding a way to win some games, put some good stretches together. We got to continue it.
Any update on Ryan with the ankle?
No, I think the image tonight was negative, and, we'll just see how he feels in the morning.
One of the things before the game, talking with Nurkic, and he was talking about your relationship with him, so he doesn't think you guys have one. Since you guys hadn't talked in like a couple months, maybe where are you seeing it with Nurkic in terms of your relationship with him right now?
It's never easy in this league. He hasn't played. I'm sure he's frustrated, so I respect that.
Coach, has there been conversation with him about it, or is it just kind of one of those things where you wait and see if the opportunity presents itself for him to get on the court again?
There's been conversations that have been had. There's been communication, but we got 3 or 4 guys that play the same position. We're going to go with who we think gives us our best chance. You got to earn your minutes. And that's been communicated.
You got to earn your you got to earn your minutes. There you go. There's the quote.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't have anything to, say or add to that or anything like that. So, he was obviously, sick and wasn't with us for a while. So, he's been fine.
Hey, Coach, a career night for Nick with the 19 rebounds. He's talked to just about being able to fit in and wanting to expedite that. What have you seen just from his ability to kind of fit like a glove and be able to fit in so well right away?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a personality where I think he wants to be there for his teammates. He wants to be there for his team. He's trying to learn everything quickly. There's an unselfishness to him that's been really good for us. And, his length on the glass, to get 19 is impressive. And big free throws down the stretch, impressive. So he's been really good for us.
Hey, Coach Elioff, goodbye, Sports 360 AZ. We just mentioned Nick Richards.
Did he say everyone has to earn their minutes, or you have to earn your
Guys like
minutes?
Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, kind of bring him along in the past couple of games. We see their communication
Sundo.
and it just coming along slowly.
Yeah,
What was the
no,
quote?
I mean, I think, their leadership.
You have to
and-
earn your
and
minutes. When
pulling
he was
them
asked
in
about
and,
Nurk,
communicating
personally,
with him.
whenever he was saying,
and probably the
he
biggest
said
thing
that
is to trust him with
basically,
the ball. Kevin was
Nurk
double
hasn't been
teamed, kept
playing.
finding him in
Yeah,
the
he
paint,
was sick, but
kept getting to the free
it's
throw
tough when
line.
you have multiple
Both
guys
found him on
in
a
that
big
position.
drive
We
and
have four.
finish, so,
Everybody's got to earn their
the
minutes. That's what he
communication,
said.
the trust, they're trying to bring him in, and they know that he can help us win, and he's trying to do everything he can to do that.
You tweeting,
Another question about Nick.
Xing, whatever they call it now.
Third quarter where Washington went on that big run.
Making an X post.
What do you think
Pause.
Nick's 15 that he scored in that third quarter where you guys could have been if he hadn't done that?
Yeah, no, he was huge. They got hot and made some threes. Valanciunas got going a little bit in the post, and the NBA game, it's a game of runs. Basketball's always runs, and so Nick helped us kind of stem that, and allowed us to get through. All right, thank you guys.
That was one of the first non-boring Coach Bud press conferences, man.
I mean, because they asked him the question about the Nurk quote, because that article literally came out during the game.
So what do you think? What did you think of
About
his
what?
response?
Yeah, I mean, he made the point. He basically said what he had to say. He was like, he didn't want to answer the question, so he gave you coach speak.
His first answer to the question was, Nurk hasn't played. I'm sure he's frustrated about that, and I can understand that. I respect that he's frustrated he hasn't played.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Coach speak.
I really
blah, blah,
like
blah.
that answer.
And then guess what? Then they asked him to expand on it, and he said, "No, there's nothing really to expand upon. He was sick, so obviously he was sick and wasn't with the team." He goes, and we are stacked at that position. We have 4 players technically 5 players at that position, right? No, 4, including Bobo. I'm thinking. But we have 4 players at that position. Everybody's got to earn their minutes. That was just telling to me too. Like, you got to earn your minutes, and the way you've been playing is not earning of minutes. We don't like the way you've been playing. And let's be honest, like the way Nurk has been playing this year, as much as we've loved Nurk, he really hasn't, like the way he's been playing hasn't been helpful to the team. Let me just put it that way.
Nope. Not at all. In fact, we several times, you can remember this season, we go on drastic dips when he's in the game. He's out, we catch up, he comes back into the game, boom, they go on a 15-0 run. As we're hitting him in the paint, he's stumbling, falling to the ground.
Falling to the ground.
Help me! Why won't you talk to me, coach? Y'all got problems.
Fighting with the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, let me swing on you real quick. It's like, you ain't helping. Falling all over yourself.
That's just, it is what it is. So, good thing we got Nick Richards. I hope we are able to trade Nurk. That's really, those are my wishes as a fan. Beal and Nurk be gone. Anybody who's a Beal supporter is like, don't trade Beal, he's good. That's not why I want him gone. I just don't like his contract.
For what you're getting. If we were getting what we thought we were getting,
exactly,
his contract wouldn't be a problem. We don't care. But, Gary said something to me early this morning about it. He goes, you guys built your team spending all of your money on dudes that can shoot the ball. He's like, but you don't have anything else. And so it's like, if you're making a 2K player and you keep filling up his offensive stats, but you don't give him no dribbling, you don't give him passing, you don't give him defense, I was like, what that does is it makes you extremely easy to guard because you only have one aspect of the game that you have to guard, shooting. So if you clamp down on our ability for those guys to shoot the
I've been
ball.
said that. That's how they've been guarding us. Then thankfully, Nick Richards has sort of kind of opened that up as far as size goes and his presence down there. But that's what I've been saying, bro. Like, watch the way teams have been guarding us all season, where they were just like, you know what, we're gonna guard the drive and we're gonna guard the arc. That's it, and we don't care about the inside. And that was because they weren't threatened by Nurk, they weren't threatened by Plumlee, they dang sure weren't threatened by Oso, right? So that's just how they guarded. Now with Nick Richards down there, they have to somewhat respect the inside presence. He's not like a freaking Shaquille O'Neal type dominant inside scorer, but he's capable at this point, and he's capable of getting rebounds. And so now they kind of have to guard that. But you can tell teams are still just sitting out there and guarding the perimeter and making sure that they kick, and they're not even worried about anybody driving to the hoop. You know, to quote your boy Code, no rim pressure. They're not worried about that at all. And so, you know,
I did see
either way,
I did see runs of them trying to get to the rim tonight, but it wasn't consistent, you know.
Well, no, they just always want to. So, Sunday, you want them to get into the mid range more? Yeah, there's, especially today, there was a lot of times where Booker, especially. And I don't know if that's just because Beal's in the game and he wants to just pass now and feel, but like, it seemed like he would just drive and then he would get to a point and he would immediately kick to the wing. And it's like, hey man, like the last few games before Beal got back, you would just pull that back and shoot a midi. What are you doing? So I wonder what the game plan is. When Beal comes back, I wonder what is said and what is coached and what the game plan is, that Booker always just seems to just like take a step back and like
it's
not be
out
as
of
aggressive in the
respect for
mid-range.
his peer, who's also a really good shooter too.
I guess
that's why Beal should be coming off the bench and coming in the game when Book's not in, playing the majority of his minutes when Book's not in, so there's no question who the ball should be going through. And when Beal's in there, he should be like,
You're right. And Ryan Dunn
pedal
did get
to the
hurt
metal.
early, so that was a thing. Ryan Dunn did get hurt early, so that had a lot to do with it as well. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, I guess. But it's still just weird.
Tyus looked a little bit better today.
I like mid-range assassin Booker.
Yeah, but we got no Monte Morris today. That's kind of no Monte.
We got no anybody.
No
I think
Oso.
we were 4 deep in the bench today.
Wild.
That was really weird.
Wild. 20 for Beal.
And a solid shooting. I mean, 6 of 13, 4 of 6 from 3-point range. I'll take it. 4 free throws. Yes, sir. But, you know, and that's the thing. Booker with Beal here, like, just stops being a mid-range assassin. And I think that hurts. I think he should stop doing that. I think he should still be aggressive and hit those mid-ranges. Like, he was money when he was getting to his spots the past few games.
Grayson had a decent game. Could have been a lot better. You know.
Got 1 more 3 after halftime.
You barely broke your gate. What were you saying?
Royce only shot 1 3 after halftime, still ended up 1 of 6.
He just can't buy a bucket until he can, and then he can't miss. You know? I can't wait till he's back
on.
Yeah, and I hope him and Goose can just stay healthy together so they're always there to lift us up. Kevin Durant, everyone.
Kevin Durant, ski.
Yeah, I think we started the game off slow on offense, but defensively, I think that we were there. I think later in the game we got better on offense, and our defense kind of dropped a little bit. But overall, we played together. We played off one another, didn't turn the ball over too much. You know, got shots up, got a lot of threes up. So, yeah, we can live with that.
A new career high, 19 rebounds for Nick Richards. How has he been able to change the game for you guys and as he's been trying to adjust quickly?
Yeah, just being available, keeping the game simple. In the paint, he's finishing well. You know, he's catching the ball well in the paint. You know, finishing some of those layups and those dunks, screening well. running the floor well. So we got to keep encouraging him. It's going to be trying to learn on the fly, trying to come into a new team on the fly like this. It could be tough, but he's picking up things pretty quickly. So we just need to keep working and keep getting better with one another.
Kevin, when you look at Nick inside, and I think you threw it to him one time in the post, and it led to I want to say a 3 on the other side. Maybe what element of that can help the group in terms of ball movement with the offense?
Yeah, I mean, we can get closer to the rim to try to initiate sometimes, and we can get some of those threes. Today's game, the NBA in general, is always outside in, and sometimes when you can go inside out, you can gain a little bit of advantage, throw a team off a little bit. So we've seen some numbers down there with smaller guys guard Nick, and I feel like I threw it to him. I like this hook shot. I like how strong he held his position, and he happened to finish a couple. So just it's confidence to get keep growing from that, and if that's something else we can utilize and add to our offense, then why not?
The other thing I had was you said before how you can get through this stretch in late January, early February in decent shape, but give you momentum going into after the All-Star break. What kind of momentum you think you guys are building right now through that?
We'll see in a couple of weeks once we hit All-Star break, to be honest. Like, we could look back and reflect on those last couple of weeks, and we all to figure out where we are. But as of today, we want to take it a day at a time, celebrate and win. It's hard to win in the NBA, and get ready for the next game.
Kev Book was talking about the relationship between a ball handler and a big man and how important it is when you're working with a new big like that. What are you trying to, hammer home in terms of building that chemistry?
Just keeping it simple, not trying to make the game too tricky, and we can dive deep into angles of the pick and rolls and where I want you to set it for me and which angle is the best for me. But we try to adapt around one another. Keep his game simple. He set a screen, roll to the rim if you open, pass the ball. So we try not to, overthink it too much and let that stuff kind of happen naturally. The nuances of the game, that'll happen naturally. He'll figure that stuff out. He already coming to me and Book with suggestions and the guards on how he wants to set screens and where he want to roll.
I hope they ask him about Nurk.
Let that happen naturally, but just try to keep the game simple for him as much as possible.
I know how much appreciation you have for All-Star Weekend and being able to be a part of it. When you hear that you're one of 7 players to reach 15 selections, just what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to be in that company. It's some guys that's in that group of people that changed the world, to be honest. Just from how they play the game, how they approach the game, their attitude, their personality, their stories, their journey. They inspired the world, and I'm just grateful to be a part of that. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication, but there's a lot of people who sacrifice their time to help me out to become the player that I am today. So when I do stuff like that, I always reflect and just grateful for the people that stood in there with me and got me better as well. So I can't wait to be out there in the Bay, a place that I'm familiar with as well. I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, Kevin, Elliot, goodbye, Sports 360 AZ. We just talked a lot about Nick as a player, but how has he been in the locker room, just kind of getting acquainted with the fellas?
He's quiet. It'll take a few weeks for guys to kind of feel comfortable with showing their personality a bit. I understand. I know he's Jamaican, but kind of came up in New York, so I know he got some energy to him, and he plays that way too. So
he's Jamaican?
Each day I'm just trying to ask him more and more questions about himself, and I'm sure the rest of the guys.
Or so probably got heritage.
Before you know it, he'll feel like he's, been a part of the group for a while now. So he's getting comfortable by the way he's playing, and I'm sure he'll get even more comfortable in the locker room with us.
Hey, Kev, non-basketball related question. Obviously a massive game for your Commanders tomorrow. How are you feeling about the game, and what do you guys have to do to get it done?
I'm feeling confident. I mean, I don't know exactly what we need to do. I'm not that much of an expert at the game of football. I'm keep my fan hat on, but I'm be rooting for the guys. I'm sending good energy. I'm gonna be on FaceTime and with all my DC folks, and we're gonna watch the game together. So I'm excited, man. It's a great time to be a Commanders fan. So good luck to my guys.
Are we gonna have to start doing a Jamaican accent every time Nick Richards touches the basketball?
We're not doing that.
But it's the best accent in the world.
We're not doing that. Okay, we had enough fun with Yuta Okay,
Come on.
we're not doing it.
I'm going to work on my Jamaican accent because I'm sure it's not
Bombaclat.
good. I understand the bombaclat situation.
Bombaclat.
Okay, I'm going to have to watch season 2 of Nick Cage again. All right. Every time the man touches the ball, eat me now type shit. You know? Ram says, listen to War from Bob Marley. I'm going to have to start listening to some Marley.
Get up. Stand up.
Get the rebound. Keep Nurk on the bench type shit.
Get up. Stand up.
We have to, man. All right. We're on to the Clippers, Sundo. Oh, man. I'm scared. Because technically it's a team you should beat, but you won't. And then everybody's going to be disappointed again.
Do they still have James Harden on the team?
No. Wait. Yeah? Yeah? Damn.
They still have James Harden on the team.
Let's take a look.
They still have solid players on the team. I'm looking at the roster right now. Like, these players that all can kill you. Kevin Porter Jr. on a cheap contract, bro. Diabolical.
PJ Tucker out. Chris Dunn out. Jordan Miller out. Everybody else is going to play. Zubac versus Nick Richards. Okay, and I got an idea here. I want to go into Nick Richards.
Norman Powell is averaging 23 points a game, Gabe. Norman Powell, of all people.
Of course. Where's Hornets? Schedule. Okay, I want to see what Nick Richards has done this season against Zubac, if he played him at all. Wow, he didn't have any matchups against the Clippers yet. Wow. Damn, that would have been some good in-depth.
They probably had him all during the month of January when he got traded.
No, they haven't. They haven't played. They give 2 games, but it's later in the season. Mirage says, "Look at last year, Gabe." I'm too lazy. That was already enough work. You know, that was too much work, to be honest.
With Dunn out versus the Clipsville back in the starting lineup, maybe, but I could see them. But I could see them putting Royce O'Neal or Grey Goose in there and still keeping Bill come off the bench.
You think so?
I could see them doing that. I didn't say they would.
That's a really good question, Oracle.
I could see them doing that. I didn't say they would actually do it. You know.
Get up, stand up. Stand up,
jump
for
up for
your rights.
Rebound.
Get the put back.
What happened to Dunn? He rolled his
2
ankle.
plays into the game, right?
2 minutes in, literally 2 minutes in.
Bro had 2 snaps on offense and turned his foot going to the rim by stepping on Devin Booker's foot, of all people, bro. It wasn't even like, it had to be friendly fire of all things too, bro. Just unreal. And he went back to the locker room immediately.
Richard Perez says we're getting Jimmy no later than Monday. I hope.
Richard, come on. Don't get us.
Homer's in their stupid new dome that they're hyping up with the freaking standing room only, freaking behind the backboard, behind the goal.
We're home.
Stupid stadium.
We're home.
I'm already tired of hearing about the Intuit Dome. Jeez.
Monday night, 8:30 Central, our time.
Yeah, I'm not making it through that entire game. I can tell you that right now. 'Cause I got to drive to work that day, so I will be dog tired.
Expect front-running Sundo, which means
hey, expect
as long as things are going
no. But expect front-running Sundo for the next until the All-Star break, until we get some earlier games, because 8:30, 9, 8:39, 8, 9, not going well for your guy. Okay.
Sometimes front-running Sundo is good luck, though. You know?
Sometimes. And then there was a lot of times during that losing streak, I was glad I front ran because I was not about to go to bed being mad.
So Kawhi's back, by the way. By the way. All right, and they just beat the Wizards 110-93. They're playing the Bucks right now.
Are they getting their doors blown off?
I don't know. Kawhi played 24 minutes. He's starting. So they're playing him. They're just probably protecting him. 15 points. Oh, boy, bro.
Franz Wagner dropped 25 points in the fourth quarter. That's crazy.
We're on to the Clippers. Richard says Norman Powell been stepping up. He's already a Suns killer, so that's not going to bode well for us. Okay. Kawhi's already got 11 points. Harden and Kawhi, bro. I don't believe in our team enough to think that we can beat a mostly full-strength Clippers team. You know? I hope I'm wrong. By the way, I was thinking about getting an I Am Delivered clip to drop into the stream. What do you think?
I am delivered.
Yes.
You hear that?
You need some WD-40.
No, but I'm trying to, you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make the.
I was going to say, are you trying to do the whisper song?
Not the whisper song, what it is, ma.
What's up? All right. We're on to the Clippers, man. Sing us away. Can't do this anymore.
So depressed. The Suns are just
because we're about to lose. We got to play versus some easy teams. We mostly beat them, but you know we're about to lose.
We're on to Los Angeles. We're on to Los Angeles, brother. And you know what, brother? The last time Hulkamania was in the Intuit Dome, he got booed out of the arena, brother. And that wasn't right. So now, my Phoenix Suns, brother, we're playing at the Footprint Center, brother. That's all I got to say about that. So what you gonna do, brother?
That's what I was gonna say. What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do, brother? When Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Nick Richards run wild on you, what you gonna do, brother?
God, he was so cheesy.
Suns win. Suns win, brother.